on this one, it's just gonna be a full simulation. But I had to pick like the Chargers at the beginning so I can go to the menu to do the simulation. But yeah. Now next game I'll be playing
Welcome to the NFL on EA.
But yeah, I'm gonna do a simulation on this one.
We've got two corners on the field today who are hoping they get a chance to create a big play on defense. It's the Chiefs going up against the Chargers. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And Larry, I thank you. We are at the home of the Chargers for the next 4 years as you get a look at the StubHub Center here in the LA suburb of Carson. The scene here in Carson a moment ago, both teams making their way out of the tunnel. Phillip Rivers, now the main man here in LA, as his Chargers will match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we usually talk.
So I'm just gonna go here, click fast. Dang it. Here we go. See what happened in the first. I've got an idea. I'll play until the 2-minute warning. When the 2-minute warning hits, I'll simulate it. How about that? That seems pretty fair, don't you think? I am not them.
Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here.
That's Chiefs, yep.
10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football
Wow.
outside the 30 to the 29.
Okay.
14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Justin Houston coming in from his outside linebacker spot. He buries him for a loss of 10 or 11.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Now a second down throw for Rivers. Green's got it over the middle. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to it.
Okay, that's enough right here. Even though it's really not time yet, I was going ahead and go there.
Third down. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
See what happens. Come on. It doesn't take that long to huddle.
The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. Rivers to Benjamin, good for the Charger first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Okay.
A first down throw here for Rivers. Oh, that was dangerous.
I thought he had it.
Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense, that that fell harmlessly to the ground. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Come on, come on.
Throwing again.
Get him.
Rivers.
No.
And he comes back with one complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
Rivers on first down.
Get Rivers, get Rivers, get Rivers. Wide
Caught
open.
on the left side by Benjamin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found it.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms, because some guys, right off the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, those guys throw the one arm up, hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football. And then I'm sure his only thought when the ball was in the air, don't drop it. Had too much time to think.
Now Gordon on
Get
first
him.
down.
There we go.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. This is Gordon as they go to him again. Down to the 25. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. Don't forget, coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Larry Ridley. Larry will have the highlights of this first half, but he won't have touchdowns because we haven't had any to this point.
But there's still time, though, partner.
The Chargers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far.
That's
this
right.
will be 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he's able to pick
Dang,
up
the Chargers are about to score again. Well, the last touchdown the Chargers did, they didn't even get a field goal. That's the point.
How many times we see it? I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Rivers now to throw on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Derek Johnson not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
I hate this.
Second down, Rivers. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Now, after halftime, I want to skip to the 4th quarter after halftime.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
It's going to be 9-3 if they make it.
And Sturgis able to knock it through. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. So a 15-play drive. Can't believe that only resulted in 3, but it did.
That is somewhat amazing, isn't it? When you hold the ball that long, run offense that well, yet only put 3 points on the board, it has to be a little bit of a disappointment, doesn't it?
Has to.
Don't mess up kicking. Ha ha ha.
Now it's Sturgis converted on the field goal. Now he'll send this one away on the kickoff. This fielded at the 2. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back to the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles, the backup quarterback turned MVP, 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. As you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game. Not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly. exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
Jeremiah Tauchu. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. Both teams have done enough to be leading here to this point, but in a close game, you know the second half is going to have some more twists and turns, which should lead to some excitement. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. Down 1st and 10, Houston getting to the QB for the sack. This ends up as a huge loss in yardage. Continuing on the drive, quick pass and completion to Allen. And he'll end up at the 10-yard line before being tackled. Unfortunately, they would have to settle for just a field goal. Sticking with the same drive, Johnson's going to get the quarterback here. This goes for a loss of 9. That'll do it for us here at EA Sports Studios. Let's get back out to Brandon and Charles for the second half.
Oh, sorry about that. What am I doing? Oh yeah. 7 minutes to the 4th quarter. Now, let's see what happens.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
They're playing press coverage. Playing press coverage.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind.
I'll let y'all hear the rest of this. I ain't gonna talk. Peace out.
Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up
Just
through 3 quarters,
watch and
no
enjoy.
reason to lighten up now.
Watch and enjoy.
For a 2nd and 4. From the gun, Rivers. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And it's 3rd and 4. Something to think about with these Chargers. They had 4 losses a season ago when leading with 3 minutes or less.
So you think that their fans right now, they're hopeful, but not necessarily expecting it to go their way.
Yeah, not counting their chickens just yet. Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete.
I'm not sure we can spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He'll have the win at his back here in the 4th quarter. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And that's going to bump up their lead now to 15-3. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often. But you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
Now it's Sturgis converted on the field goal. Now he'll send this one away on the kickoff. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's got room. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with a return of 102 yards. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. And that big fourth quarter return, Charles, makes this a one-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they just had a big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for two? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he knocks it through. That makes it a 5-point ball game. It's 15-10 now. So he takes it from 2 yards deep all the way down the field into the other end zone. Add it all up, a 102-yard return on the kickoff. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And Allen's got it. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, Rivers finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. First down, Rivers. Allen's got it over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 1st and 10, Rivers. His pass caught at the 4. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. First and goal at the 3-yard line now.
Okay, I came back with like a minute and something left to go. A minute and 55 seconds.
They come out here in the eye.
Chargers can score again.
Gordon, and he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play.
If Chargers score, then Chiefs are probably going to wind up losing, probably. Well, yeah, more than likely. So, Chargers need to get stopped, if they can.
Second and goal from the 2-yard line.
Touchdown. Last game.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Last game.
Gordon taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon.
Yep, that's pretty much game.
Sturgis out now to kick this one off. Tyreek Hill set to return it. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there, we've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
What's gonna happen? Let's see.
Mahomes now on first down. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, a 22. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Now here's Mahomes. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Shot back at about the 43-yard line. Brandon Mebane in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. On third and long, it's Mahomes. Caught here by Conley.
Fumble.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Game.
And picked up by the Chargers. Weaving
Wow.
through traffic, and now he's free. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. The offense
So,
had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there.
So, go ahead and simulate the rest because it's over.
Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but, yeah, you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
Okay. Make sure to like this video and subscribe. Peace out.